Yeah, I've just bought some mirrors, and they've just arrived. I got them from AliExpress. They're quite cheap, quite very affordable. I just thought I'd make the my Nuda look a bit more snazzy than the standard ones, and the shape of them seemed to go very well with the design of the bike. So anyway, the only thing that I've come across is the what you do: take the old mirrors off, put this bracket on here, and then once that bracket goes on, there's a cap which can go into the end there. Once the bolt's on, it fits on and makes it quite neat. But the supplied bolt has a different thread to the one that goes in. Now I know you can get adapters and whatever, and they end up with a mountain of adapted bolts, nuts and bolts out the top. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a go at just re-tapping or re-dyeing the bolts that came with us. If not, I'll just buy one from a store and then thing. But anyway, we'll see how we go with this. For anyone who's interested, I've now set up the new bolt into my vise. The original thread is M10 1.5. So I've got a die, and that's what's going to hopefully re-tap that. Bit of a bodge job, but if it does the job, it saves me having to go trips into town for another bolt. Right, the first thing I've got to do is just put a little bit of a chamfer on with my file. It won't affect the amount that it needs to go into the bar itself, but it'll help the die go on. And obviously it's already got a thread on, which is going to make it more difficult. I mean, this might not work, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Well, it seems to be working. I've managed to get the die on, so I'll just put a bit of thread cutting fluid on to help it cut down. I can't do it with one hand, so bear with me. And there we are. It has worked. I've managed to tap it all the way down, and that's the new thread. That's better. Right, there's a bit of bearing of the top, a bit of bears. So I've decided to leave the die on, just chamfer a little bit more off here, just to help it start when it goes into the aluminium mirror mount, and it won't be as gritty to get in. Right, okay, well that's filed down, so I can just spin this back off. Just clean up a little bit. There we go, ready for fitting. Looks like it's a good fit. So it's going into the mirror mount, fine. I'll come around this side because there's better light. Now I've just got to just make it finger tight. Normally you could do this with two hands, and which I will, but just make sure it's nice and straight, or to the angle that you desire, and then we can start putting the mirror on. Right, for ease I decided to take the bracket off the mirror. Right, there's a spacer in the kit which fits like that. The bracket which holds the mirror arm fits in this side, and then it all screws up from the back. And there's the finished product. I still got to do a few adjustments. I've left that end, there's a cap that goes over the top of that. I've left that just in case I have to adjust this when I'm out on the bike, because at the moment it's just in my shed. That moves, so you can adjust the mirror's angles. I've got to say, I've actually replaced that for a stainless steel one that I've had, and I may even put a longer one in and put an eye lock on, because it's either tight or completely slack. So I mean, they are cheap products at the end of the day. I mean, this costs in English pounds, I think it costs £16 for the pair, including postage all the way from China. So, but you know, it looks the part. So anyway, I'm quite pleased with it. So that's one done. I'm just going to get on and do the other side now. Right, that's it. They're both on. There's the other one. And the only thing I had to do, really, other than what I've shown so far, is put a fibre washer inside underneath there, because I found once I bolted it up it would go solid, and then if I tried to adjust it and slacken it just a small amount, it would just go really loose. I'll put that in a fibre washer, which is like a plumber's washer, underneath either one of these. In fact, you can see that one down there, and then it just gives enough that you can just move it and just loosen it a bit, move it until you get it in the right position before you fully tighten it again. And so that's it. Now, yeah, there's just 2 caps, one to go on each one of these, and I'll do that once I'm happy with the position of them once I've started riding. But that's it, another job done. Quite pleased with them. Yeah. Thank you very much for watching.